What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. You guys know that I have it out for certain athletes. Colin Kaepernick. I hate the Oakland Raiders, or the Las Vegas Raiders. The Dallas Cowboys, obviously. And Kyrie Irving is not one of my favorite guys. He's a talented guy. He's a great basketball player, but he's a headache. And he's a pain in the ass on the floor. However, with the COVID thing, and you guys know that I'm vaccinated, he made some really strong points in his Instagram live yesterday that I have to respect. Okay. Stephen A. Smith has come after him, saying that, Kyrie Irving, you're the reason that Kevin Durant came. You're the reason that James Harden came. And because of you, they're not going to be able to compete for the championship because you're being selfish, because you don't want to take the vaccination. And I wanted to say this because it's only California and New York, or San Francisco and New York City, that says that unvaccinated players can't enter. But because he plays for the Brooklyn Nets, that's part of New York City, right? So Stephen A. Smith has been coming at Kyrie Irving based on that. You're letting the team down because the rest of the guys got vaccinated and you didn't. I see where he's coming from with that. However, we got to give Kyrie Irving some credit, and I'm balanced. When Kyrie Irving was trying to get Kevin Durant to come play or James Harden to come play, we are not talking about this whole situation with this pandemic. All right, they've been talking about this probably for a while now, and this situation that Kyrie Irving is standing for, in his opinion, it's bigger than basketball. What we're talking about is a man who doesn't want to do something with his body that he doesn't want to do. Okay? And I'm going to argue from this point. He understands the consequences of that action. He still wants to play basketball. But to be honest, I heard what he had to say. He made a lot of sense in many things he was talking about. And I defend people's right to have their right of religion, political choice. Same thing with women, abortion. If your body, your choice, okay, fine, if that's what you want to do. But it also works for black men also. Okay? Kyrie Irving wants to do that, take a stand. He's not ready to be vaccinated right now. He understands the consequences of his actions. I support it because he makes some good points last night. But the thing I like about him is he understands the consequences of his actions. My problem is with people who want to do what they want to do and don't understand the consequences of their actions. And that's why a lot of you guys have been, in my comment sections. You've been talking a lot of shit about my positions on this, and I'm gonna still stand on it. Kyrie Irving knows he's not gonna play. He plays for the NBA. The NBA says, okay, you're in the city of New York City. Okay? They can do a few things. They can trade you to a team that you can play all day and be unvaccinated. Houston, all right? You can go to Milwaukee. You can go to San Antonio Spurs. But you just can't do it in California and you can't do it in New York. So whenever you go on the road to those cities, you can't play. But you're not going to be able to do it at the Brooklyn Nets. People have a problem with that. Okay? And I want to say something to people that you're not going to like, and I'm going to keep saying it. Employers don't owe you shit. I'm sorry, they don't. It's a tough world that we live in. I know we're very liberal. But if an employer says, we don't want you in our workforce because We believe that this is the case. We don't want unvaccinated people working for us, or we don't want people working for us that don't have a certain education. All right? If they say that, and you say no, and then you're fired, they have the right to do that. And the problem is with people in the United States that don't understand that your actions have consequences. See, as long as we know that, then it's fine. Kyrie Irving has accepted that I know I'm not going to play. And I don't feel that he should be demonized for his decision. The man believes that he doesn't want to do something with his body that he doesn't believe in. Okay? Similar to Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was trying to go to the military. They forced him to go. And he didn't want to go. And he knew the repercussion of that was, you're not going to be the champion of the USA right now. You don't want to go to the military where we're asking you to do it. You're going to be stripped of your title. It's wrong. I'm not saying that what employers are saying is wrong. Is it morally wrong? That's another story. But there are consequences in life to choices that you make. That's the situation that we're dealing in. And when people give you an alternative, and this is why you need so many more entrepreneurs. This is why you got to create your own stuff. And a lot of Americans have gotten lazy to the point that we're depending on the system too much to get us by. This is why I tell black men all the time, find out other things, move around the world. There are opportunities other places. Okay? Meet new people. Do new things. Develop new skills. So when you don't want to deal with shit that you don't have to, then you just get away from it. There are many people right now who are fed up with American society. What have they done? They've renounced their citizenship. What have they done? They've given up their passport, moved out of the country, started another life somewhere else, and they're fine with it. Okay? When you don't want, and when you want to stand up to people, it's not enough for you to say, I disagree. Because just like you have the right to say no, employers have the right to say no to you. Okay? If you say no, they can say bye. And you have to be okay with that. Because just like you as a black man, if a woman doesn't want to do what you have asked her to do, or she's not getting along with that, okay, with what you're talking about, don't you have the right to tell her to get the fuck on? Yes. Everybody right now in the manosphere would agree to that, yes. But when it comes to you or who you work for, your employment, now it's a problem. Listen, if your employer says, hey, you can't work here if you're not vaxxed, what you gonna tell them? I deserve to work here still? No, that's not how life works. People have the right and the freedom of association regardless of how you feel. And the difference between Kyrie Irving and so many other people, I know you can say, well, he's rich, he already has millions. That means so. He's saying, I'm not doing this right now for whatever reason. And I'm okay with what I'm doing with my life. As long as everybody with this whole vaccination thing can have that same mindset, then it's fine. But don't be the kind of person where, you know, I'm gonna want to do what I want to do, and these employers are supposed to. Some employers are not gonna be cool with it. As long as you know that, that's fine. So you know you can't work at Disney, you can't work at ESPN, and as more of that coming down the pike, which means that for the entrepreneurial people, there's more opportunities for you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first content tab, and as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high.